without the kingdom. You see, there's a man who wants to be treated like a king, but he ain't built no kingdom. He wants your loyalty, your submission, your respect, your admiration, even to be made priority. But if you look at him closely, there's no infrastructure there. He's got no vision, he's inconsistent, and he doesn't know how to process anything. Keyword process. You see, this man is always trying to push the fast forward button on something. Intimacy, connection, access. He wants all of the things that come with leadership without having to develop himself into the role. And that's what's dangerous about it. He doesn't really recognize that he's skipping the steps. He genuinely believes that his momentum is what's making him successful. He's never learned that growth requires process. You see, this man, he was often praised early on in life for some surface qualities. Maybe he was good looking or charismatic, even talented. He learned how to perform in order to get applause, but he never really learned how to build anything. He could be a high achiever, respected in his field, but please understand that professional success does not automatically equal emotional accountability. In either cases, he moves through life with collecting consequences, but never really processing them. That broken relationship, no big deal. Financial mistakes, he'll figure it out later. Emotional damage, you're just a little bit too sensitive. Everything, he just keeps it moving. He gets the lessons, but he never really integrates them. And because he doesn't integrate them, he never really knows what's coming next. You see, he understands hurt and inconvenience, but not necessarily impact. This is what you have to pay attention to. These are the patterns. He will escalate quickly into situations without building a foundation. He talks about our future without understanding the present. He wants wifey treatment while you're still in the girlfriend stage. He wants all this structure with no planning and accountability. He avoids any conversation about responsibility. He loves the aesthetics of royalty, but not the administration. You have to understand that to build a kingdom requires consistency, but he needs his admiration now. He doesn't want to have to cultivate stability over time. Now, there are two common versions of this type that you'll meet. Version one, he actually might have status. He might be the executive or top of his job and respected in his circle, but emotionally, he resists accountability. He wants to be obeyed, but not questioned. He confuses authority with protection. The other guy, it's all about presentation, nice clothes, strong opinions, big energy, but there's no real tangible fruit, no savings, no structure, no evidence of sustained discipline, yet he still demands to be treated like a king. Both men, they want the crown, but neither one of them have actually cultivated a kingdom. You see, there's a different type of woman that attracts him, and this is important. He's drawn to women who are nurturing, who see the potential and want to support it, women who are impressed by confidence, who equate assertiveness with leaderships. Sometimes he attracts women who have grown tired of leading themselves. So when he steps into that big energy and big declarations, it feels like a relief. Finally, someone decisive. But decisiveness without foresight is recklessness. And over time, she starts to notice he's making big moves without calculating the long term effects. He promises things he hasn't structured. He expects loyalty without even earning trust. And if she's not careful, she'll start shrinking under the illusion of his authority because challenging him feels like disrespect. And that's where the dynamic becomes unhealthy. What it takes to create a man like this, you guys, usually, like I said, he grew up either overpraised and undercorrected or underdeveloped but overly defended. He learned how to protect ego before he learned how to actually build character. So now being questioned feels like he's being attacked. Being asked for accountability feels like he's being dishonored. Being true kingship, it takes responsibility, not control. A real leader understands that the crown is heavy. It requires sacrifices. And if a man wants reverence but resists responsibility, he doesn't want a kingdom. He wants attention. The hard truth here is if you're with a woman who entertains him, ask yourself gently, am I impressed by confidence more than consistency? Do I feel safe because he's loud and decisive or because he's grounded and stable? Am I mistaking speed for security? Because this man moves fast, but fast without foundation always collapses. And when it does, he will not say, I miscalculated. He'll say, well, why didn't you support me a little bit better? And that's when you realize you were never entering a kingdom. You were entering into a performance phase. You see, that's the key thing that a lot of people